So one of the things that the SAT loves testing on is your knowledge of factoring. And that's what this problem is all about. The question here is this expression, and it tells you that x times y equals 2. And finally, the question's asking you what the value of x plus y would be. See this right here? The trick here is to figure out a way to factor this out. So think about what's common here and what's common here. See how there's 2x? If I rewrite this as this, x times y plus x times y. See how there's an xy in common here and here? So what that means is I can pull out an xy. And now I'm going to have something left. So what's left here? Just an x. And what's left here? Just a y. So if I were to factor this expression out right here, it looks exactly like what I have over here. Because I pulled out the x and y, I'm left with the x there, I'm left with the y there. And that'll equal 10. Now look at this. The problem tells me that x times y has to equal 2. So now I know that this value right there is 2. And now the whole expression becomes 2 times x plus y equals 10. Finally, the question was saying what's x plus y? So x plus y will just be, let's get rid of the 2 over here by dividing by 2. And I'm left with x plus y equals 5. Tough problem, without a question, but it's all about factoring and getting good at factoring, understanding what they could possibly be testing you on, and always try to recognize, hey, they told me that x times y equals 2, so why did they even tell me that? And here's one thing, so if you understand it, cool, move on, but if not, let me just talk a little more and explain a couple more things. I'm going to get rid of this whole thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, now you guys know my secret of my chalkboard, but if you're still watching, check this out, even with the white blackboard. See how I have x squared times y plus xy squared equals 10? Now if I were to expand this out, x times y plus x times y, and the problem tells me that x times y equals 2. So let's say for some reason it doesn't connect, that you have to factor it out. But if you ask yourself, hey, why did they give me this information? And try to connect it back to this, and what this is, just this expanded out. See how there's an xy there? I can replace that xy with a 2, I'm left with just the x. I can replace the xy here with 2, I'm left with just a y, and that'll equal 10. And I can still go ahead further over here, divide everything here by 2. I'd again be left with x plus y equals 5. Same thing as before, but just another way of looking at it, because the point that I'm trying to make is ask yourself why they're giving you the information they give you. So the fact that they tell me that x times y equals 2, there must be a reason for that, right? And we recognize the reason for that is because we can get an x times y out of this expression.